Following the Yellow Lake fire erupting out of the Uinta-Wasatch Cache National Forest just 2 weeks ago. Since our last update, the fire has grown to over 26,000 acres, making this the largest fire Utah has seen this year. ABC4's Annika Johns spent the day in the area and has more on what she learned and what Summit County residents told us about the fire.
We've been tracking the Yellow Lake fire since the very beginning, but with increased heat and wind in the forecast, the largest wildfire Utah has seen this year continues to grow. Now this weekend, I spent it here in Summit County talking to residents, officials, and those out recreating about the growing flames, closures, and increased concerns as those flames continue to move closer to civilization. Take a look. The day started off hazy in Summit County, and while the cool morning air was a factor, there was no denying the smell of smoke in the air.
But I don't think people should be concerned at this point. Nothing is happening on the fire line that we didn't expect.
It's officially been 2 weeks since the Yellow Lake fire first sparked in the Uinta-Wasatch Cache National Forest. Since then, it has burned over 26,000 acres, leading to multiple closures and evacuations.
The priority is going to be public safety, right? And then what we call values at risk, which are folks' homes, residences, and then the greater communities around this fire. So that continues to be our focus.
While in the small surrounding communities of Camas and Francis, I ran into a number of surprised.
I wanted to go up in the mountains and camp, but whatever.
And I mean, like on the way up, I mean, the smoke was really thick and whatnot, but as soon as you got up to where we were camping at, it had pretty much thinned out. You couldn't really see it anywhere.
But grateful people who found themselves in the mountain when the evacuation order was initiated.
Probably like 45 minutes in or about, the ranger came out, told us I was pretty far in the red zone, so we had to get on out of there.
It's a little sad knowing that the canyon that I grew up in is just on fire.
And while it's not hard to miss the large plume of smoke looming over the valley, fire officials say to view it as a reminder that crews are working to put out the flames.
We have 848 personnel assigned to the fire that are helping either with logistics or direct suppression on the fire.
But to also avoid the area, even if it messes up your weekend plans.
Just be aware of what's going on. Do try to heed our forest closures, because if you go in there and something does drastically change with the fire, we have no way to reach you. We understand that it's an inconvenience. We understand people want to spend their weekend recreating or hunting. Please bear with us, and we're doing everything we can to return your community back to normal.
Now, we will, of course, be keeping you updated here on air and online at abc4.com as we continue to track this fire, any closures, and, of course, that containment we are all hoping for. But for now, reporting from Summit County, Annika Johns, ABC4 News.